This is going to be a fun one.
Yeah,
Both competitors 2-0.
Should be a great
First ski match of the day.
match. Maggie Edwards has been an entertainer, to say the least, in her previous 2 Toro Cup appearances.
Maggie first to get the grip.
Ooh.
A little failed Uchimata puts Jules in bottom.
And they're right back up. Good
Right
grips. That's like that should be in the textbook for why grips are so important in the gi.
Very much. Good base by Maggie.
Sumagaish.
Yeah, she had a couple good things. She tried Uchimata, tried Sumagaishi. I did mention to Maggie one of the keys to victory in this match is very much staying on top. Jules definitely has a history of if she's on top, she typically wins. So I feel like this match will very much be a battle for that top position.
You can see Maggie not interested at all in giving up that base.
Nope. Those were some good entry looks, though, from Jules. I'm curious that can prove difficult as the match goes on if she's able to start entangling Maggie's legs. That knee shield from Jules is strong. Maggie's going to need to look to try to get that knee up the middle. Jules is going to want to try to open up and rebuild to some sort of guard. I'm curious, yes, what type of sweep she's looking for. She very much is looking for that belt grip, that's for sure.
Yeah, you think she's looking for that belt grip and to roll back onto that, Maggie's weight onto her knee.
Well, a fall in line, too, with those sacrifice throws she was trying to do. I mean, she was
Yeah.
very much looking for a Sumagaishi. That belt grip will give her the ability to try to hit that from bottom position.
Almost a judo-style approach.
Maggie doing a good job not allowing the guard to close. Still battling from half guard. This has been a very technical battle of inches from this kind of split squat half guard position.
Yeah, this can be a problematic position at the blue belt, purple belt level. A lot of times when we're commentating these matches, I just see people get stuck here for a very long time.
One of the only options you have is to switch directions, essentially, right? You can try to barrel through, but once there's a good cross collar grip, you have to try to look for opportunities to switch directions and pass to the right, essentially.
Yeah, as someone who primarily plays no-gi too, it's like, well, you can just stand up, but in gi, you don't expose yourself to de la hivas or potential like worm guard or anything like that.
Well, even that in no-gi, a lot of these frames and stuff, you can change your chest angle, you can hand fight. Some of these, if there's a good cross collar grip, you can't just break that.
No.
You have to move around
There
it.
might as well be a wall between you and your
Exactly.
opponent.
You essentially just have to change directions. She needs that deeper collar grip there, and she's trying to deal with that knee shield. Maggie's looking for either that knee cut or that long step. Again, Jules is trying to build back open to a guard.
Man, Jules has been really creative with the grips.
Yes, that grip can prove to be difficult really quickly if she hits a scissor sweep.
Yeah, you see her, she's trying to pass it through that bottom leg, and immediately that's what I start thinking about when people play that lapel around the elbow. And you see Maggie's conscious of it. She's really consciously defending that bottom leg, that underhook on that bottom leg.
So we've been trying to pressure pass this whole time, essentially, right? I'm curious if that strategy will change in the points round.
Yeah,
To your point, disconnecting, possibly passing from the outside, and I wonder if Jules will try any other approaches to her guard.
it can be so hard to disconnect safely, and it's harder for me to hear this corner, even though they're closer than that corner, just because of the way our
wall,
audio
yeah.
is. But I'd be so curious to hear what Brandon is saying about that.
Very much coaching into this deeper half guard position. She
Oh,
had a good
so you're
chest to chest,
standing.
but that grip was dangerous.
Yeah, it's so hard to stand when they've even got one grip. She just had one hand free. Now she's working almost like a K guard. Turns to the invert, but Maggie's belt is caught.
It was great base from Maggie. Jules with a good attempt on the sweep, right?
And we're
I
right
think
back
again,
where we started.
that kind of base training is going to come in handy from here.
And now Maggie's trying to pin shin over shin, or at least she did show a couple shin over shin looks there. Both ladies laughing about something. I think it's so tough in the gi to get through this little position here, even at the black belt level. You can just see such high level defense on display.
Yeah. She needs that deeper collar grip. There it is.
Wow. I mean, Jules has really impressed me with her
Great
creativity
guard.
on the grips. Yeah, and her
Tying her up.
Yeah, her relentlessness in this guard. Look how close she is to losing this guard. I mean,
Hanging on by a pinch Z guard, basically.
That foot is almost out, and she is still working those grips. She's making every single grip work for her.
You notice how shallow that collar is from Maggie? That's where she doesn't have good control over Jules' head, so Jules is able to create that space.
And she's able to turn freely.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That near side collar grip, hands down, can win or lose a pass.
This is so technical. This is such a technical blue belt gi match. It's pretty impressive.
3 minutes left in this match. It's very much a back and forth and battle in this position.
Very easy to see why both these ladies are 2-0 on Toro Cup.
Again, Jules very familiar with using these lapels. She needs that deeper crossface. She has no control over Jules' head right now. Right? Jules is easily looking in. Able to get chest to chest, but honestly, Jules has been here already and has been able to get out.
Yeah, but now she's flatter. She's not on either side or either hip. She's flat on her back.
She's got that lockdown.
Yeah, the lockdown can definitely help her, and you see her elevating Maggie, trying to get some kind of improvement on the position into a high guard now.
Yeah, I didn't see how exactly that happened. Maggie almost leaving that arm behind.
Yeah, it looks like she did. Looks like it's still involved here. Yep, it is. Maggie's in trouble. Oh, boy, Maggie Edwards.
There seems to be a confusion here.
Yeah, they thought there was a verbal tap on Maggie's part, but there wasn't. Bagels, this is a test. Oh, okay, so they're going to reset. This is a test of Bagels. We know he's one of the best resetters in the game. We know that he's one of the best resetters in the game.
That's tough. Maggie was pretty much out.
I agree. That hitchhiker escape, right? Like
yeah.
She turned over.
Her arm was turned over. The thumb was out.
And because of Maggie escaping,
they're just going to restart in close guard.
I think. What do you think?
That's you can't recreate a submission. Like most people, they would, if it went out of bounds, right? The general rule is 2 points, restart standing.
That's why you're the best in the biz, Andrew.
But
you're Maggie's coach and close friend, and you're still riding the line.
Yeah, exactly.
You're
so I mean, if that was IBJJF, that would be 2 points for Jules normally, right? But here we normally let it and we reset the positions.
I mean, the match is 0-0, and there's 2 minutes left.
Well, and that's the thing, man. If I think it would be fair for this match to see that overtime and that sudden death, given how tightly this contest has been.
Yeah, I'm feeling the energy of a sudden death.
Oh, it's coming.
Honestly,
we'll see.
That gray sky outside, that rainy, dreary day, it's giving me a sudden death kind of vibe for the entire day.
That was a good attempt from Jules. I mean, that was deep. That was the best shot she had so far. And Maggie is diving still into this half guard.
Yeah, the more Maggie commits to a dive, the more problematic the grips become. I can really hear that rain now.
We're heading into this sudden death. I am very curious as to how these gas tanks are right now, because I cannot. Both have been relentless.
Yeah, I mean, you would think that Jules is working more, carrying more weight, working harder, but I've been where Maggie is against a really good guard player. It's exhausting.
An immediate sudden death.
First point on the board will win this one. And this has been just an incredibly close match throughout. Sleeve grips and collar drags all around. What's going to happen? Round and round they go.
I know, I can't sit still right now.
How's
Maggie forced the
settle?
turtle.
Oh! Jules Aguilar comes up on top of the mount for 4 in sudden death. 25 seconds in. 4 points.
What a
Aguilar.
match.